All right, it's Bill here. 5 for 6, and I hit my big bet on Luke Humphries, although he made me nervous. I'd like to wish everyone a happy new year. Hope 2022 is fantastic for you, and I'll give you my picks for the quarterfinals on New Year's Day. All right, like I said, 5 for 6, hit the big Luke Humphries bet. I hope you got on that one. It was the only bet that I had made for the last day of matches. I do have 3 bets for tomorrow on quarterfinals. One is a bit of a long shot in the dark, maybe not my best brain moment, but I do like the other 2. So, I'll give my predictions there. But before that, let me just give a recap of the day 6. First game up was Mervyn King, Raymond Smith. Raymond Smith came out 95 and then went down to 80. I read something where he started missing his family and all of that. Mervyn King didn't pull his pants up, but this is now a big trend for Mervyn. It's certainly a concerning trend. You've got 2 games at least where he got behind big. The one game against Steve Lennon, obviously, he really didn't have to. Steve Lennon just didn't hit a double to even put him under pressure. But James Wade, you can't get away with that, Mervyn. You just can't get away with that. So, but Mervyn King crossed the plate. Callan Rydz beat Suter 4-1. Expected that. Called it, and did call Suter the match dart matrix man to get pat or to at least get a set, which he did. Rydz looks fantastic. He just looks fantastic. Now he's got a test coming up. You're not going to get a Suter. You're not going to get Nathan Aspinall throwing garbage, and you're going to face. It's going to come back at you. It's going to be interesting how Rydz fares in a longer contest. He has beat Peter Wright in Gibraltar in a European Championship. That was to 6. That's 2 sets. We'll see how he does over a longer period of time with Wright. I'm going to really, really enjoy that matchup, and I'll give you my prediction just a bit. But so far, great performance. Callan Rydz, what is he? 6, 10, 14, and 1 in sets? Jesus Christ. That's impressive. Next game up, Luke Humphries, Chris Dobie. Let's be honest with this. This is craziness to me. I bet on Luke Humphries, so you got to sit. I'm sitting back here going, what the hell am I watching? Luke Humphries should have won the first set. He had double top, 3 darts at it, missed it. That was in the leg to break. And then Dobie came with 11 darter at the end on the last game. And you're going, Jesus, 1-0. What the hell? Now, I will give it to Dobie. Dobie deserved the second set. And you're thinking, Jesus. Then Humphries came back and won the third, and Humphries should have won the fourth. Same thing applied. Double top, 3 missed. I was just saying to myself, Luke, don't leave double top. Whatever you want to do, don't leave double top. If you have 40 left, go 8, double 16. Don't go for 40. And Dobie took that set. And then, again, Humphries and Dobie, they both played well. Both played fantastic. I don't know how many 180s were hit. It was ridiculous. But I think the better player got through, and really, I think that match should have been 4-1. But it went 4-3 in extras. So, again, Humphries, you ain't getting away with that kind of stuff. You got to hit your doubles. You can't be missing. And Dobie took his chances. But, credit. Great game. Great game. Just fantastic game. It's been a lot of these games. Dobie just, for whatever reason, he's been in a lot of great matches. Just can't get over the line. So, but Humphries got my money, 4-3. Next matchup was, as I said, you could go for a walk. Clearmaker didn't show up. James Wade walked over him 4-0. We'll talk about the predictions. But James Wade, by far, in the history of the World Championship, has had the easiest run to a quarterfinal that I've ever seen in my life. He beat 2 people that averaged combined low 80s. What do you say? Anyways, we'll get on to his game with Mervyn King and my predictions. Next game up, Rob Cross, Gary Anderson. Again, another game where I was very similar to Humphries. I didn't expect Anderson to throw those. Now, he showed up with the old darts. He played fantastically. First set, okay. Just choppy. He shouldn't even have lost that set. But again, he gave the match to or he gave the third set or sixth set to Cross. Should have been over. It goes through, but Anderson showed his class and won. Again, Rob Cross was a little bit off. He's playing well. Don't get me wrong. He hit some big scores, but the consistency wasn't there. Anderson, it's all about the doubles. The minute that guy hits double 20, put your money on him. I saw someone say 33-1, and I still think he's like the 5th favorite. I'm telling you, if Gary Anderson is double top, he's got this championship. He wins it. I just have seen him too much to know that he doesn't hit double top on a very consistent manner. But if he does, when he won his world titles, if he had double top, you put it in the bank. Double 12 or double top. In the bank. You can't do that right now. I think his match with Humphries is going to be fantastic. And then, so that's the only game I lost on that day. I had picked Cross. And then Wright, Searle. Wright shoots 99, says he played like crap, and it felt like he might have played like crap. I don't know. The first set definitely was a disaster, but then he averaged 108, 111 in sets. This is what Rydz is going to be facing. He's going to get blitzed, and it's how he reacts to the blitz is going to be who decides who's going to win that game. But again, right. I played like shit. 99 average. That's crap. That's crap. Averaging 111 in a set. That's crap. Woo, I wish that was crap. I'm lucky if I hit if I play a full game against the dartbot or someone and get like a 55 to 60 average, I basically say fantastic. That is some awesome darts. I can't imagine thinking crap is 99, but okay, fair enough. So this sets up some great matchups. Now, here, I'm going to go through the quarterfinals, but let's honestly line up the 8 players that are left in this tournament. In this tournament, we have Mervyn King, James Wade, Luke Humphries, Gary Anderson, Peter Wright, Callan Rydz, Gerwyn Price, and Michael Smith. Let's line them up in terms of caliber and how they've been playing recently and rate them from highest to lowest, 1 to 8. You will find in your 7 and 8 spot Mervyn King and James Wade. They will be in your 7th and 8th spot. And yet, one of them is getting to a semifinals. Who would you put in the top 3? You can put them in any order you want. Are Price, Smith, and Wright. 2 of the 3 got to play in one of the quarterfinals, which means one of them are getting eliminated. This is crazy to me. If you could dial up these matchups and just change them around, I would just switch. I would say Michael Smith plays. I wouldn't play James Wade because typically James Wade beats him. Michael Smith plays Mervyn King. Gerwyn Price gets James Wade, and then have Michael Smith and Gerwyn Price in the semifinal. Give them best of 6 or the first to 6 sets. Unfortunately, I think one of the semifinals is going to be an absolute destroy job. On the other side, I think the semifinals are going to be great, but on this side, the quarterfinals are going to be great, but there's going to be one boring ass semifinal, and hopefully they put it on first because, as I said, I got to get up for 7:30 to watch these games. It's going to be tough to see maybe a Mervyn King, Gerwyn Price game. I think Gerwyn Price would wipe them. But let's get into the matchups. First game up, again, Mervyn King, James Wade. Again, these the worst 2 players. Let's think about how Wade got here. He beat Mike Kivenhoven, had a bye, and then beat Martin Clearmacher. Both of those guys didn't average over 80, I think 86 was whatever. Has anyone ever had an easier path to a quarterfinal? Now let's look at Mervyn King. He got an off Raymond Smith. He got 2 sets of Raymond Smith, but then he didn't get much else. He got Steve Lennon, who couldn't hit a double. And then he had Ryan Joyce, who admittedly they blitzed him in the first 2 sets and then didn't show up. I would suggest Mervyn King's run to the final or quarterfinal has not been as easy as Wade, but he certainly had better caliber players to play. But this is a pretty easy run. Now, these guys are very similar. They're very similar players. You saw what Wade did against Clearmacher. Oh, I got 116 left, 117 left. You're done. Oh, you missed the double and I've got 120 left. You're done. Wade's made a living out of doing this stuff. Mervyn King, you get him on double 16 and he's on fire. He hitting it. I think it's going to be a mid 90s average, Very, very close. And if you know the history, typically Wade gets over the line on King. Now, I friggin' love the odds for this game. I love the odds because I think these are two very similar players and there's not much to choose between them. Flip a quarter. They're very similar. I don't like the way Wade has not been challenged once in this tournament. He's going to get challenged tomorrow. Do I think he's going to? No, he's usually pretty good. King, it's all about how he starts this game. If he starts good, King's going to win. He can't start every game as bad as he's been playing. He just can't. So if you take a look at the odds right now, and I'll give you the odds that I got plus 175 for Mervyn King. Plus 175 for the even players? Come on, I'm taking this every day, twice on Tuesdays. I might lose, but don't tell me it's a plus 175. That seems a little bit of an overshot for James Wade. Maybe they're looking at the history. I like Mervyn King in this. I do. I think he's going to win. I think it's going to be a fantastic, close game. It's going to be, again, mid-90s average. It's going to be who takes out the doubles. You know Wade's going to take out the doubles. You know he is. I think King's going to outscore him. But will he get the doubles? I am going to think yes. I am riding Mervyn King to a semifinal. Can you believe this? Mervyn King to a semifinal. Woo! Now, you're going to see some of the best reactions you're ever going to see. You're going to see Mervyn King go, really? And you're going to see James Wade do whatever he's doing the dance. They're going to look like they'd like to be anywhere else but on playing darts. They both look like they don't want to be there. But I like the way, I just think King's going to get over the line. Again, James Wade, whoever gets through this is getting smoked in the semifinals. Let's be honest. Whoever gets through this, you're going to get whatever money you get for the semifinals, and then you're done. Don't even show, you show up. It's not going to be pretty. So I like Mervyn King to win this one 5-3. The next matchup up, saddle up. Let's get this one going. Luke Humphries, Gary Anderson. This is classic. In the other side, you've got the young guns against the Scottish veterans. Young guns, Scottish veterans. Both games. You could have two young guns in the semifinal. You could have two Scottish veterans in the semifinal. You could have a mix. I don't even... This is fantastic. Now, Humphries has some more experience. He's been in the quarterfinals twice. He took Peter Wright. Him and Peter Wright played a fantastic game 2 years ago in the quarterfinals. Wright was just on fire, as everyone knows. He was just on fire. But Humphries was there. There and always there. Even though the game, I think, went 5-2 or 5-3. I can't remember which one it went. Humphries was there. But Wright just hit incredible stuff. He had one where he went 12 darters. Humphries was staying with him, though. Gary Anderson, if he plays like he did yesterday after set one, it's going to be a doozy. I just think of the young guns, and as I said before, you went through, I told you I had Daryl Gurney in the semifinal. I had Daryl Gurney beating Rob Cross. I had Luke Humphries getting to the quarterfinal to play Daryl Gurney. So if I take a look at that, I'm going to take Luke Humphries to get to the semifinal. And again, I'm going to take the odds. I think Luke Humphries is the better player currently. Can Anderson win this game? Absolutely. There's no guarantee. These quarterfinals, there is no guarantee. Not one of these games you can go, yep, that's the one. I think all these games are close. So again, I like the odds. I think I'm getting the better player. And I'm going to take Luke Humphries to win. I think his experience getting those quarterfinals is going to pay off. He's going to get blitzed. There's going to be a couple sets where Anderson tears him apart, but Dobie did it to him too, and I like the way he reacted. I'm going to take Luke Humphries to win this one in extra legs, 5-4. Then we get to the afternoon session. Peter Wright against Kellen Rydz. Can you, another Scottish veteran against a young blitzer. Now, can two young blitzers win? Yes. I think Kellen Rydz can win this one. I just haven't seen Callan challenged once in this tournament. If you take a look at his run to the final, he's shuttered everyone and he's lost one set. He's going to lose more than one in this one. At least I think he will. Peter Wright, again, shows up with the crazy-ass darts. Get on Kellen Rydz. I think he's like plus 175 too. Get on him quick. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Wright's happy about throwing these darts, but if you're averaging 99 and say you're playing like shit, he's going to be playing with these darts. So I like Peter Wright to win this one. I'm going to take Peter Wright to win this one 5-2. Again, I think it's going to be a little bit more, only because I think Wright's going to jump on him. And let's see how Callan Rydz reacts. If Callan Rydz, like I've seen, he blitzed. He had a 108 average and destroyed Wright. But again, if you take a look at that match, that would make your 2 sets up. He won 6 legs against him. That's 2 sets up. At some point, Wright's coming back. Take a look at the history of Wright. He's been blitzed. Michael Smith had him. Boom, 8 legs in a row. Michael Van Gerwen came up to him. Boom. He will get on a heater. At some point, he'll have his purple patch. And how will Rydz react to it? I don't think he's got enough experience to react to it well. He's going to be sitting there thinking, I'm in my first quarterfinal. You're going to get those thoughts of finals, and it's just natural. For a young guy, it's got to be natural. Now, I'm hoping in 3 years from now, we get Rydz Humphries. Final. It'd be fantastic. I just don't think Rydz is ready for it yet. I'm going to take Wright to win this one 5-2. And the last game up. Wow. Michael Smith, Gerwin Price. These are your top 2 performers in the tournament. Whoever wins this match is in the final. I'll guarantee it. What am I? Who's the coach who guarantees stuff? I'm Mark Messier, playing hockey. They're going to get in the final. There is no way that the person who loses or wins this match doesn't get to the final. My personal guarantee. They're going to be playing James Wade or Mervyn King. They're not even in the same level as these 2 guys. Whoever wins this already knows they're in the final. And probably going to win the final. They're the best performers. Now, let's go through the history of these guys. Typically, Price smokes them. Go back. Price smokes them. And he doesn't just smoke them. He smokes them. Smith gets on these, oh, geez, I'm going down. And then Price hits him. But again, these are in leg matchups. This is not set matchups. Let's take a look at how Price has been playing. He's been getting sets taken away from him. He's been blowing sets. Michael Smith just played Johnny Clayton, who didn't give him 1 set. It was argued maybe in that 1 leg he gave him 1 leg, but he didn't give him a set. He made him earn it every single time. He was under pressure the entire game. Gerwin Price, maybe you could say he had pressure against Hybrex. Yes, for sure. But not the Hybrex is not in the same caliber player as Michael Smith. I don't know. I might be drinking, and I am going to start drinking here. I'm going to have my friggin' Johnny Walker blue scotch to start off the new year. I'm going to wait to 12:01. Hopefully I can stay up. I'm going to take that scotch at 12:01. I'm going to feel good about myself. 2022 is going to be a good year, hopefully. But I like Michael Smith to win this one. I don't know what maybe did I sniff some glue before I made this? I don't know. For some reason. For the probably 15th time in my career of predicting stuff, I'm going to go with Michael Smith. Now, the other 15 times I did it, I looked like a moron. Please, don't make me look like a moron. I like Michael Smith to win this one. Now, again, extra legs. I'm calling 2 extra legs games. Extra legs. Michael Smith to win it 5-4. I'm also taking the money on this one. Now, I'm not putting as much money on this one because I've seen Gerwin Price. Like this, I'm not picking because I think Gerwin Price is a bad player. These are your 2 best players in the tournament going at it. One of them has to lose. Michael Smith, this is your time. If you win this game, you're going to be in the final. Now, I don't know how you're going to do in the final because I think it depends on who you're playing in the final. But this is your time. Maybe the boos help. You're going to get cheered. You're going to get cheered. No one's going to be cheering for Price. You're going to get cheered. Come on, man. I'm like that football guy. Come on, man. 5-4 Michael Smith, and I'll take the bet on that. So again, my picks, King over Wade, 5-3. I took the money on that, plus 175. Humphries over Anderson, 5-4 in a barn burner. I took the bet on that, plus 120. Wright over Rydz. I laid off that game, no bets, 5-2. And Michael Smith, I took that at plus 150, 5-4 over Gerwin Price. Hope everyone enjoys the darts. Again, I'm going to be having to stay up late because I got to get to 12 o'clock to see the new year. Hopefully I get there. You never know with me. I might pass out like 11:20. maybe the wife will pick me up and say, let's get going here and stay up and have your Johnny Walker Blue first thing in the day. But I'll be getting up early and watching. Well, maybe I won't get up too early. Maybe I'll sleep in for one set. I don't know. King Wade, first game up. I'll try to be up 7:45. I'll set my alarm at 7:30 and I'll go to bed. Make myself a nice coffee, put some Baileys in that coffee, and then head down and watch the first game. But hope everyone has a fantastic year. I hope you enjoyed the video so far. I've really enjoyed doing them. Again, the Leafs will be starting up tomorrow. I'll be doing my video of them if they get to play tomorrow. I don't know who's going to be on the team tomorrow, but they play the Ottawa Senators, and their first game they've played in about 3 weeks. So I've been jonesing for that. It's going to be a great 3 days of darts. Happy 2022 to you. Also, I will give you a cheers with my Moosehead beer, my first beer of the day. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, someone told me. Anyways, Happy New Year, all the best in 2020 or 2022. The year, if anyone's a Leaf fan, of Rick Vive and Kenny Baumgartner. 2022. Thanks.